right. I was feeling nostalgic because, okay, when I first started this channel, this is where I sat, welcome to my home, and it was August last year, right? Did I celebrate this channel being a year old? No. Did I celebrate when I hit 1,000 subscribers? Not really. My head might be cut off in this, but it's fine. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Hello, darlings, and welcome to Performance Perspective, where we watch different shows and then we share our perspectives. If you're new here, hi, I'm Cara Darling, your performing arts commentator, and today we're going to react to Addams Family. Okay, listen, I'm getting flashbacks of when I would sit here and like react to different musicals and then we talk about it. I would have a drink, so yay. That's delicious. I'm not gonna lie, when I started setting up, I was like, why don't I always do my videos like this and not have the green screen? Confession though, it is easier with the green screen to do, you know, batch recording, so I can record as many musicals and stuff in one day and then over time record it. And here I would have to get dressed multiple times. So as I was setting up today, I was like, yeah, sunlight, it's gonna look so good. Let me show you with the thing up. Hold on. Like it's just too exposed and I look like I belong in the Addams Family musical. Oh, I guess maybe it gets, I don't know, I feel kind of like I'm getting blinded by the light. Hold on. Okay, listen. I was watching a video of some YouTuber saying like, oh my gosh, I put my vitamins in a case and I'm an old lady. And I was like, girlfriend, I've been 60 years old since I was 3 years old. Like, let's go. All right, now let's get to the point. I was feeling nostalgic and Addams Family, I already recorded this. And then I deleted it because, you know, YouTube problems. So essentially, I'm not really reacting to it because I already saw it, but this is a musical that during this, you know, time of the season, it's so much fun to go watch, even if it's community theater, kids doing it. The storyline is fun, the music is hilarious, and also it's so interesting to me that the Addams Family started in what, the 1960s, and then it just kept being a thing through and through. And of course, those movies came out. That's when I would say I actually watched the sitcom from the 60s, and I didn't really watch the movies until later in my 20s. And I was like, man, these movies are amazing. So again, recommended. And yes, I did watch the Wednesday show. I enjoyed it. I really want a second season, so yay. And yeah, the musical, I went and saw it and I was like, once again, so much fun. Let me know if you've been in the musical or you've seen it. If you haven't, again, such fun. I was wondering if I wanted to do When You're in Addams or Pulled in a New Direction, because that's another song I really like, because what I enjoy about the Addams Family is that they do such a great job at making you feel like they're relatable. But then, of course, the activities and things that they're into is like, maybe not your thing. And if it is, what? So let's go ahead and get started. Come on.
The intoxicating spell of the graveyard.
I know. By the way, I didn't say this earlier. I do pause. I love to talk about the musical and things like that. And if you're like, ma'am, can I just watch it without your commentary? Yes, you can. Link is in description. But I just want to talk about how, first off, the harmonies, the sound, the blending right in the beginning, and also the camera work of what they did. And you're like, oh, like they did it exactly as far as the Family Addams portrait. And they're behind the gates. What a great entrance. And Nathan Lane. Need I say more? No.
Once a year we gather to honor the great cycle of life and death. Come, every member of our clan, living, dead,
The grandma.
and undecided. And let us celebrate what Addams. Come to me, my luscious
Oh my
wife.
God.
Oh, she'll skin so pale, eyes so black, and dress cut down to Venezuela.
Dude, she looks so good. She looks so good. She, even her, like, the way they did her makeup, she doesn't even look real. She looks like a porcelain doll. And just, I wonder how they did it. I'm like, did they put in, in order to make someone look paler and things, like they put on sunscreen and then did they like put something on to, she just looks so good. And that dress. Excuse me? Okay. Like, how did Gomez even get such a dark goddess like that?
Tell us what it is every Addams hopes for.
Darkness, grief, and unspeakable sorrow.
I love it when you talk sexy. When you're in Addams, you need to have a little moonlight. When you're in Addams,
I don't know
you need
what
to
that
feel
was.
a little chill. You have to see the world in shades of gray. You have to put some poison in your day.
That's the way
When you're in Addams,
All right, so I think I officially chose this song because I'm like, it's such a great introduction of like, this is them. This is like the opening. This is what we do. And so it's great whether you are someone that knows the Addams and you're like, yeah, tell me again. Or you're coming into the show for the first time going, what? Who are these people? You know what I mean? Let's see. If Wednesday comes out, there is something about her that has bugged me, and I want to know if it's bugged you, darlings. Now, if you can already guess what it is, write it in the comments, and maybe you'll be right or wrong, but I'm going to tell you what bugged me, and now I'm like almost over it, but not really.
you need to have a sense of humor. When you're in Addams,
I don't like that character choice.
Have a taste for death.
So those, yeah, I didn't like those two character choices. I wish that I don't want Morticia laughing like that. I know it's going to sound silly, but I wish that either he tickled her and she goes, huh. Like, because I like the idea of Morticia not necessarily smiling, showing teeth or anything like that. I like the idea of like her never laughing and turning her head going, that was hilarious, Gomez. And like, or he went to tickle Lurch and then Lurch is like, something like that. And then of course, when he's like, you die, and then she did that move. But again, I don't know. I think it's because when I think of Gomez and Morticia, I think like, oh my gosh, so dramatic where she's like, you're dead. Ugh. And like really drops and stuff. So when I see this, I'm like, it feels like half, I almost cursed, but you know what I mean? Like half done, half baked.
cares about the world outside and what it wants from you. When you're in Addams,
Pugsley's face.
you do what Addams always do. Mi amor,
Will you love me forever and ever?
we shall remain as besotted with each other as the night we met.
Our first date, you took me to see
Death of a salesman.
how we laughed. And on my birthday, you brought me.
Anthrax.
Even then, you knew my heart.
When you're in Addams,
Again, fun writing, very much Addams, where it's like just when you think you got them figured out, they'll say something that kind of keep you on the edge going, what? Excuse me?
You need to grab a bow and arrow.
when you're in Addams,
I'll say it
Need
after
a
this.
moment to explode.
Sing.
Just pour.
Okay, I'll get to you, Granny, I promise. Ah! I do like Granny in the musical. Okay, it's time to say what it is about Wednesday that's bugged me. Her hair. Or her wig. I know, it's so petty, right? But then it's like one of those things that whenever someone dresses up as Wednesday Addams, they think of the braids, right? And I understand. So in the musical, in case you haven't seen it, this is Wednesday as an adult. She's older. And what this is giving me, and I wonder if this came out during the same time, is remember the Transylvania Hotel? Selena Gomez did the voice of the daughter. She kind of looks like that. So in my head, I was like, no, like Wednesday has her own distinct look. And I wish there was maybe something in the musical where she has her braids, and when she's like, I'm a grown up now, and she like cuts her hair or does something where it's like not even with scissors, but she just takes a sword and does it, or starts burning her hair. I don't know. That's a bit too much. Or is it? Just to show where she's like, I'm an adult now. See, I don't wear those braids like a kid anymore. But that's not what happens. Her hair's like this. So I have an understanding of why her hair is more mature, because she is older. But I also am like, no, don't you do that. Stop that. Bring her braids back. Thank you. Or as an audience member, please explain to me why she no longer wears her braids. Thank you.
Potion.
Flip the switch.
And wait till things get hot. When you're in a
Nice.
you have to really stir them. Hot.
And on this special night, we summon our beloved ancestors
Oh, yeah.
to join us for this celebration. And you know what that means? Line dance!
Yes. Okay, I'll continue. But that was also something that was so smart of them to do in the musical, is that, you know, it's like, well, if it's all about this family, how do you do a chorus? Then is the family technically going to be the chorus? And that's what was so clever, was them saying, this is our ancestors from the dead. And I'm sorry, but if I was part of this ensemble, how fun is the costumes and stuff? Because it's not like, oh, everyone looks the same. They are all like cohesive with each other. But if you look at their costumes, you start to see that, you know, they're from different time periods. And so to me, I'm like, that might be a lot of fun character work, where it's like, whatever person you have, what decade is it? Has that changed them? How do they look at other chorus members as far as, you know, are they good, bad, reactions, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That excites me. Oh. I also want to point out that it was a good idea to have the ancestors look ghostly and like very, you know, wearing white and having like, you know, white hair or grayish hairs and things like that, because it also allows the Addams family to stand out when they're wearing black and grays and darker hues.
Bunny hop!
Ha, 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 ha. Woo!
Rigor mortis! Death rattle!
Wow.
When you're an adult,
Nice.
you're obligated to the crowd.
I really like the choreography in there, allowing the ensemble to come. I'm looking at them. I see a dead bride. I saw a flapper. I saw, like, I don't know. It's just fun to kind of look and be like, what do you discover? Like, where it's, or I wonder if they have stuff where it's like, oh, that's how they died, kind of thing. Because that seems like the Addams family kind of humor. But yeah, what else do I have to say? The grandma, hilarious character. Fester, listen, I'll always talk about this. I saw this as a kid show, and this guy who played Fester, he had such a, how do I explain it? Like very calm, soothing voice, very much like if he decided to make a ukulele album in Hawaii, that's the kind of voice that was coming out of him. And he was Fester, and it was like such a rich, beautiful, low tone. And so if you don't know this, Fester falls in love, and it's really wholesome and sweet of like who he fell in love with. And it's just too much. I was like, this is the cutest thing in the world. right, darlings, I would love to know, what are your thoughts about the song? Have you seen this musical? And sorry if I'm shaking the table. Again, nostalgic. We're back. We're doing things. By the way, if you enjoy talking about musicals and stuff, like, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, whenever I say like and subscribe, I just want to know, because I saw this on another video, when they say, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, the button actually lights up. So I'm going to try it again, okay? And if it doesn't happen, then okay, then this is awkward. But yeah. Hey guys, if you're enjoying my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. And also, something that I am interested in, and I do it, is that if there's other musicals and performances you want me to react to and talk about and break down, let me know. I actually really enjoy doing this. I love looking at performances and then trying to dissect it in a way of like, this is what worked for me and this is what didn't. And yeah, maybe I'll share some tools, so then if you are a performer yourself, you're like, oh, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket to try it in my next scene, my next song, my next audition, and things like that. But yeah, so anyways, darlings, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And without further ado, take care, darling.